Hey, Manhattan real estate followers, there was a report in the news that came out this last week that said that the median asking price for New York City sales is at an all-time high and is shattering records yet again. But what does that really mean for the market? Let's talk about it. It is time for our August Manhattan Monthly Market Report. I'm Dewey. I'm your New York City real estate resource. Please take a minute to like and subscribe and hit the notification button so you can find out about all the great content on this channel. Take a moment to look in the description box for all sorts of different ways to get in touch with me, and let's get started. All right. News reports are one thing, the prices still may be very high, but what is actually happening in the market? The word that I keep using is seasonal. After a couple of very gangbuster years, we really are back to seasonal norms, and that is a good thing for the market. But it's important to know that that means that the summer months are the slower sales months, but there are some very interesting things happening in the market. All right, so let's look at supply. That's where we always start. 874 things came on the market. That's down negative 21.6% from last month. Now, let's look at our monthly supply chart. And if you look at this against historical norms, the blue line there is our current market. The orange line is our historical market. You can see that we've dropped down to pretty normal historical norms. We may be a little bit below that, but not terribly low. So again, very, very seasonal in the monthly supply. Contracts signed, 694 contracts. That's down 16.4% from last month. That's not a huge amount to fall for contracts signed. Again, let's look at our monthly chart against historical norms. We're looking very normal here. So again, seasonal changes here are just driving everything. Liquidity, remember liquidity is our 30-day window, so we can look at liquidity at any given time from 30 days ago. So in this case, it's going to be from July 1st to August 1st, right? I forget what month I'm in. We're at 800, and that's down negative 18.6% from last month. But let's take a look at this chart. And again, I love this chart from our friends over at Urban Digs because it maps out in that gray area a neutral zone to show us if we're experiencing high liquidity or if we're experiencing low liquidity. You can see we're sort of on the low end of the neutral bar there, but I suspect we're going to start trending up as fall and those normal seasonal the trends start kicking in, right? Finally, we look at our pulse. It's at 0.44, and that is up from last month. And again, if we're looking now at the pulse, remember pulse is pending sales against the supply. And that spits out a number that tells us whether or not we're higher or lower, and if we're trending toward a seller's market, higher, more toward 1, or a buyer's market, lower towards 0. Well, we're at 0.44, but look at the chart. It's beginning to trend up. And why is that? Well, that's in part because there is still higher demand out there from buyers. Buyers are still out there, but there's lower inventory. So because of that, we're looking at this as being a slightly seller's market. The interesting thing about that is a lot of the things that have been on the market right now have been on for a while. They haven't brought down their price to meet the demands of what the buyers are looking at. So things are sitting on the market. Not a lot of new inventory is coming on. So it makes the pulse sort of look like we're favoring sellers. However, I will tell you from being on the street quite a lot that the things that are coming down in price, or the things that are new coming on the market that are priced a little bit more economically, are the things that are moving, and they're moving quickly. I was just at a showing a couple of weeks ago for a new condo that needed a lot of work, a new condo on the market. It needed a lot of work. Boy, were there people flooding that open house because it was a good price, it was a fair price, and it was new on the market, which was a great indication that people are out there, they're ready to buy, they're looking. We need more inventory, and we need more inventory that is priced right against this current market. Is that going to happen? Well, we're going to see. Again, we're in seasonal norms. So come September through August, through September, October, what's going to happen? Are we going to see a flood of things come on the market and a flurry of activity? Well, if we're looking at seasonal norms, and it certainly seems like we are, I would think that's what we're in for. August is going to be a slow month. That's what I think. But come September, who knows? We may be in a completely different and exciting market. All right, this has been your monthly market report. I'm Dewey Moss. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Take a look at the description box for all sorts of different ways to get in touch with me. I would be thrilled to help you find your dream home in New York City or help you sell your home in New York City. And I'll see you next time.